hospitals, and we take retro as well as longitudinal data. And then we extract these data and we quantify it, and then we put it in deep learning ensemble models, and also other complicated models that we use, which we can talk separately, to actually build it. So this work is in progress. The other work that we worked with a pharma company, for $1 billion product that we worked on, was on mucormycosis. So we looked at the CT scan. It was just a couple of years back, and the halo sign is something which needs to be detected very early. Although I'm not a doctor, one thing I would like to tell all the people, I am a TEDx speaker myself, and I keep going to various forums, is that everything that we do, as was said during the day, is interdisciplinary. One has to have speaking terms, one has to work in sync with all the stakeholders, patiently listen to them, and you have to also put across your point. So we sat with doctors, we looked at the images, and then through our normal eye, we could see that if we could track these signs or biomarkers, then we could detect this mucormycosis earlier. And we did a massive project with a firm which produces a medicine to cure this. So this is why I'm saying this, is that unless you see a commercial angle, I'm saying it from a startup perspective. Of course, humanity is also there. You're saving life, because saving life is very, very important. Early detection, saving healthcare, improving healthcare out is important. But one also has to look at, is it actually leading to a significant output, or you're just doing it for fun? Because as I'm speaking in this forum also on medical education, it's very important. And the third thing that I'm working on, I'm very, very passionate about, is we have built a platform on AI which connects patients, doctors, local pharmacists, and local diagnostics. I was standing outside AIIMS, New Delhi, and like my previous speaker, I am also privileged. I am a son of doctors. My parents are from AIIMS, New Delhi. I was standing outside AIIMS and I saw a father crying. And out of empathy, I walked up to him and I said, "Why? What happened?" He said, "I had come to this ophthalmology department 3 months back, and he gave me a medicine. I started putting it in my son's right eye every single day. And he kept putting the drop every single day. And the son used to feel that irritation, but he thought it's getting right or corrected." Then I asked him, "Then what happened?" Out of empathy, I asked him, "What happened? Why are you in such a state of despair?" He said, "I kept doing that, and after 3 months, his son has lost his right cornea." I immediately slashed his prescription, and I figured out the doctor was right. It was a steroid and anti-inflammatory which had to be stopped or taken intermittently, stopped after 15 days, which that father was educated, medically uneducated. Pharmacist had no stake in it. He did not explain, and you will be shocked to know 95% of the pharmacists behind pharmacy stores are not even B.Pharm. And that was the turning point. Another turning point, when a lady walked up to a pharmacist, and this pharmacist gave a ointment, lactocalamide, to be put for an acne, and this lady came back after 2 days with all rage and anger, कि मुझसे नहीं हो पा रहा है. And when this lady asked, "क्यों क्या हुआ?" because of, instead of putting it on, she was drinking it. And I laughed. It was a funny conversation. No, the second one, not the first one. And like what KYC is, know your customer, we launched a product called KYP, Know Your Prescription. And sorry to say, now we are live in many hospitals. The kind of prescriptions the doctors write, I'm saying it from outside. I know there are a lot of, I should not comment on others' profession, is even there. I think only apart from their girlfriend, no one can understand what they write. And there could be many reasons. Patient-doctor ratio is already 1.35:1. Average time for a doctor in India is 2 minutes 38 seconds. I was in AIIMS Bhopal with the timer on. General medicine, average time for a doctor to patient, 29 seconds. Many times they don't even lift their face to see whether it's a male, female, geriatric, pediatric. They don't care. And if this is the situation in tertiary care, we are all privileged to be in Air Force Medical. I am a privileged child. We're all very privileged, but India is not. India is very different from this. You go just 10 kilometers beyond Pune, you realize what's going on. I keep interacting with a lot of people. So, and with this, we launched a product. And one of the things we did in this is we have, which is very important for medical education, is as we launched this product, which combines, we got tons and tons of prescription. And now, as part of AI, we are converting that. My father used to say, this is, if you can convert that garbage, which is he used for prescription, into gold, then you can actually transform healthcare ecosystem through AI and through medical education So I will just take last 3 minutes as been instructed to finish. So we take the prescriptions. We have hired 100+ students who transcribe it. We also use OCR. Yeah. So I'll just quickly, this is an app. I don't want to go into it. This is, we take the prescription out, handwritten, we segregate with OPD, IPD, we transcribe it. We're also using OCR and image processing. Details I will talk later. We have built a SOP where we put these prescriptions into 70 to 80 column: drug, dosage, frequency, brand, FDC, aware classification, manufacturer, age, everything possible. We capture everything out of that prescription. And that's mean. Okay, I'll forget it. And then we have a, can we show this slide? Excuse me. You have to show this important. Yeah, just put it on that slide, then I will leave it. No problem. No, that's the previous slide. It's a new presentation. No? This one. Yeah, just broaden, just do. And then through AI, we build these dashboards. I have been allowed to put AIM's name. The data is not accurate because we're already live in 5 hospitals. So as a head of the institute, head of the department, one can actually now see in geriatric department what was the top antibiotic, what was the manufacturer name, how many prescriptions, medicine per prescription, what was the FDCs, if the antibiotic is aware, classification not. Antimicrobial resistance has become a big issue, and this is one of the way we solve. And then over that, we are building a chat GPT. Now we are building a chat GPT where the doctors can actually speak in our app or write to know, okay, what was the top antibiotics given in this department. Anything that is there in the prescription, one can get to know. So why I'm concluding, there are many things to show, but we are now out of time, is that when you have to use AI or technology, my conclusion is it is a lot of labor. I've been 5 years into this. I've worked 18 hours a day. One has to read the subject. Second, one has to understand the exact problem. One has to be very close to the stakeholder. Power of observation should be extremely high. And the third thing is, most important thing is, you have to have a combination of manual plus AI together to build something which will be used by people. People say many startups fail because they build a solution and they start looking for a problem and start pitching everywhere. That's the real problem. You spend 3-4 hours in exactly figuring it out where the real challenge of the doctor is, where patient is heart of it. Patient, it has to be the hero. Be it reducing time. Then you use AI. There are many models, generative, LLM. They're all extensions of previous existing. Trust me, everything is statistics. If you know statistics well, mathematics right, know a bit of Python, you can be a champion. But if you don't know where you are using it, if I'm building a diabetic model, if I don't know what diabetes is, trust me, I'm just bullshitting. That's my humble request. There are limited people that try to read, try to spend time, and you can, and that's very important in medical education. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tarun. That is wonderful.